Hello everyone, I'm Junping. Today I'm going to use the landmark as an example to demonstrate how I spot opportunities in the current market. So today, I am at the landmark, a new launch condo that is set to TOP in 2024. It is a 99-year leasehold property located along Chin Swee Road with a total of 396 units and a unit mix from 1 bedroom to 3 bedrooms. Whenever I study a project to spot opportunities, there are two main factors that I will consider. The first factor is the break-even price risk. To illustrate this further, let's look at Margaretville. Its break-even price is around $1,516 and it was launched at around $1,900 PSF. The developers were profiting around $400 PSF. Subsequently, the price was adjusted downwards to around 1,700 PSF. Can you see that those who actually bought at launch day immediately made a loss of $200 PSF? The developers can adjust the price at any time, so it is always safer they will enter at near the break-even price because we know that the developer will not adjust the price below their break-even. The developer's pricing strategy can be to make more profits at the initial phase, as we have seen in Margaretville. So, it is important to know what is the developer's break-even price to have a better anticipation of how the pricing strategy will be like to avoid the break-even price risk. Now, let's see how this applies to Landmark. The Landmark's break-even price is around $2,039 PSF, and the entry price for the 3-bedder is around $2,273 PSF with a price difference of around $200. With that in mind, we can safely assume that the developer will not adjust the price further down because they will still have to make a profit. This means to say that the entry price at $2,273 is safe because we know that it is probably the closest price we can get to the developer's break-even. The second factor I will consider is the old and new pricing. If a new and old property are close to or at the same price, which one will you choose to buy? Majority of you should prefer to buy the new one. However, apart from just being new, why is it important to choose the new property? This is Rio Vista's price chart, and I want to bring your attention to what happened when the newly launched River sales price intersect with Rio Vista. You can see Rio Vista's prices actually started to take a dip. Then now, let's see the next new launch, which is the Kingford water-based price when it intersects with River Sale. The price of River Sale started to slow down as well. So from this example, we can learn that it is not always true that the new development will push up the price of the old. In fact, when a new property's price is very close or is same to the existing property, the new property price usually will take an upturn, while the older property becomes stagnant or will take a downturn. From what we have seen, we know that it is not always the case. Now, let's see how this translates to the current market. I will use Highline Residence and the Landmark as an example. If you can see, the Highline Residences is just 3 minutes from the Landmark. From the price chart, we can see that since 2021, when the Landmark was actually launched, both Highline Residences and the Landmark started to transact at a very similar price at around $2,100 PSF. Once their prices started to converge, the Landmark's price started to spike while the Highline's Residence started to take a dip. From the past transaction of Highline and the asking price of the Landmark, you can see that the price gap is now very close. One more important factor why this is happening is because of the layout difference between the two developments. More buyers will tend to prefer the Landmark's layout because, firstly, you will notice that the living and dining room is of a landscape design, which this actually provides more space compared to Highline. Secondly, the window in the kitchen is much bigger compared to the Highline Residences. And lastly, the most important is that all the bedrooms in the Landmark are able to fit at least a queen-size bed. When the buyers come and see the show unit in the Landmark and comparing with the Highline Residences, majority will prefer the Landmark's layout and thus pushing the price upwards. In conclusion, from what we have seen today, the two factors I have shared can help shed more light into spotting opportunities in the current market to ensure that it will be a safe purchase and also increase its potential for future profits. If you are spot for choices of what can be a good purchase in today's market, do contact me and we can have a discussion to give you a better direction for your purchase. So that's all for today. If there's any topics or questions that you wish for me to talk about, be sure to leave them in the comment section below. Also, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn on the notification button so that you do not miss any of my videos. Thank you. Bye bye.